There are heroes here within our midst. Regular guys like me and you, the Baylor men who stalk the night to hunt the wily dew. You can see them at a dinner dance with their wives in disbelief, discussing how they caught the dew. They work the hours of a thief. The dew, it is a phantom, it'll tantalize and tease. It sneaks in upon the darkness, and it'll vanish with the breeze. The farmer jumps straight out of bed and scrambles toward the door. He can hear a Baylor's plunger there across the valley floor. He wonders on the life he chose, the hours he does keep. It really doesn't matter now. The neighbor knows he's still asleep. He goes running out the front door with his head still in a fog and trips there in the darkness and lands upon his dog. Well, he should have married rich or been a lawyer like his brother. Tells the old dog he's the dummy and insults the old dog's mother. The old dog jumps into the truck and shakes his shaggy head and wonders why he wasn't born a doctor's dog instead. The day's a little dry, but he'll have to make a lap or two, as he can't have the neighbor thinking he completely missed the dew. He sees the neighbor later, knowing smirk upon his face. The neighbor says, I saw no lights this morning at your place. Well, he holds on to his anger and stuffs a chew there in his cheek and says, my dew comes later. I live further from the creek. Sportsmen go to Canada, may hunt the Rocky Mountains too, but you've never really hunted till you've stalked the wily dew.
Mike Bryan, Mike.
You got to bend hay to appreciate that. This looks like a real good idea. Put this up here and then you can play like you know your poems. This is one that I wrote some time back. It's called Butch, the Green Incisors. Now, old Butch went to Idaho where the bull elk bugles clear. Now, he'd never hunted bulls before, but he certainly had no fear. They took along a white-eyed appy on which to pack their goods. She was experienced at the task of packing in the woods. Now, this appy had one good eye, but only good by day. At night she was so blind she couldn't find the hay. They pulled her along a-stumbling in the fallen snow. They had to stop real often, the going sure was slow. Seeing as how it was so cold, old Butch he had a thought. He knew they wouldn't need the snake bite medicine he had brought. Well, he didn't want to pour it out upon the ground. He knew that was not considered environmentally sound. So he says to his old pard, hand me up that jug. I think I'll have a drink while we're waiting for this plug. So they had a drink, and then they had some more. By the time they got to the cabin, they couldn't find the door. Now this cabin where they were staying, it had another guest. This boarder was oft-times called the gall-darned varmint pest. Old Butch had some new choppers under his mustache. He kept them by the bed at night so's they wouldn't clash. Those shining teeth just sitting there, old varmint could not resist. He stole them away, but he left a trade so they would not be missed. Now the trade he made, in pack rat terms, surely it was just. For shining teeth, he traded something great, I trust. A treasure just recently acquired out by the hitching rail, where the Appaloosa mare had just recently lifted up her tail. A green, glistening gem left in the snow by the Appaloosa mare. Well, old Butch's pard awoke before the dawn to brew the coffee strong. Better get out on the trail. The bulls will all be bedded down. Old Butch grabbed his teeth and slid them in before he was awake. Now his mouth tasted of stale booze, but he knew he'd made a mistake. He touched his palate with tip of tongue. Gingerly he sniffed the aroma of his thumb. He knew that smell, there was no doubt. He gagged and spit and gave a shout. His old partner was a target of his pitch. Old Butch swore his partner made the switch. It wasn't me, but I heard a rat last night. I bet he made the trade. Just then Mr. Rat appeared. His distorted smile showed more teeth than it should. Instead of the customary 2 incisors protruding from his snout, he had 4, plus 2 canines sticking out. Old Butch pulled his iron and he lined up on that toothy head and he drilled those teeth dead center with 180 grains of lead. Now this story is old Butch. Now there is a little moral to this story, true. Don't shoot off your mouth if you like to chew.